Blockchain Nation, what up YouTube? Thank you so much for taking time to subscribe to this channel. If you haven't, please hit the subscribe button below so that you can get, or hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification, which is the bell button below, so that you can get weekly notifications whenever I release videos. For those who watch these videos consistently, I want to say a big thank you. All right, now imagine if 2020 is the greatest year that you've ever had. Imagine what your life would look like. Imagine what would it look like if all the goals that you set, that you actually achieve those goals. Wouldn't that be amazing? So today I want to talk about why it's very important that you set your goals and what I do to make sure that my following year is better than my present year. So if you haven't subscribed, once again hit the subscribe button. So I believe that if you if you aim at nothing, you're going to hit your target every single time, which is why goal setting is very important. I notice that for some people, they start a new year, they're excited, and they have what they call New Year resolutions, and 99% of the time they never meet those resolutions. I also realize that because a couple of factors. One is we're not consistent, and second of all is when we face opposition, we just quit. And also I also realize that one limiting factor is the fact that we always plan to do so many things at once. We say, oh, this year I'm going to do this, we have a list of 10, 20 things we want to accomplish, and at the end of the day, we never accomplish anything. So today I want to tell you what I think, in my personal opinion, you should do to make sure that 2020 is a great year. First thing that you should do, in my opinion, is start planning for 2020 today. And just focus on 3 things that you want to do in 2020. That if at the end of 2020 you achieve these 3 things, that the year will just be amazing. And it has to be very specific. For instance, you can't just say, I want to make more money next year. What does that mean? I want to make more money. Make more money how? Start your own business. There you go. I want to start a business next year that brings X amount of income. And don't be afraid to set big, hairy, audacious goals. I do that all the time. I set crazy goals. Because if you aim at the moon, at the stars, the most you hit, at least you hit the moon, which is more than most people achieve. So make sure you just focus on 3 things. 3 things. You can say, well, I want to lose weight. Yeah, that's fine. But what does that mean? That means that you're going to work out at least 3 times a week. You're going to go for a walk 5 days a week. You know, if you make it very measurable, very specific, it's easier to achieve. So first of all, let's just have 3 goals that we want to set. Second of all, make sure it's specific and it's actually measurable. Say, if you don't just say, I want to lose weight, I want to lose 20 pounds. I'm going to lose 20 pounds in 2020 by going on walks 5 days a week. Let it be very specific. I'm going to make $1,000 extra in passive income next year because I'm going to start a business on Amazon. Make it very specific. So let it be specific and measurable. Let it just be 3 things. And the last thing is make yourself accountable to the rest of the world. Tell the whole world and figure it out later. That's how I set up my YouTube channel. I said, hey, I'm starting a YouTube channel. I had no idea I was going to figure it out, I was going to do it, but tell the world and figure it out later. So I'm just going to do that. So look for someone that's close to you and say, hey, next in 2020, I'm going to be 30 pounds lighter. How? Well, I'm going to be 30 pounds lighter because I'm going to eat less carbs. And I'm going to eat less carbs and go on a walk 5 days a week. Tell somebody. It's going to scare you to do it. When you don't feel like doing it, you're going to do it anyway. So for me, that's why I do these YouTube videos, because I'm accountable to you guys. So I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to do the last part of it, which is to make myself accountable to you and let you know what my goals are. For 2020, first thing is, sometime this year I did a video on the ABCs of blockchain development, and I talked about how I was going to start a training course. I haven't completed that course, but that's one of my goals for next year. I'm actually going to I'm going to put out 2 training courses on Udemy in 2020. One is called the ABCs of Blockchain Development. The second one is called the Blockchain Developers Bootcamp. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. That's my first goal. Second, I'm going to produce 100 high quality YouTube videos in 2020. At least 100. That's 2 videos every single week. Now I do a video a week, but next year, 2020, my goal is to do 2 high quality YouTube videos every single week. And lastly, I have an application I'm working on. It's a blockchain application. 2020 is an election year in the United States, so I want to build a blockchain application that you can use to vote. It's going to be open source. I'm going to publish it on GitHub. For those who are interested in that sort of stuff, there's going to be a link below. So those are my goals. They are measurable, they are specific, and I'm making myself accountable to you guys. So I want you to do the same. I want you to let us know what are your goals for 2020. Write in the link below. And finally, before we go, I want you to recommend a couple of books or a book. This is called The One Thing by Gary Keller and Jay Papasan. This is an awesome book. Make sure you read this book. And so also to achieve your goals next year, I want to recommend the Goals Achievement Journal, or it's really what I call a achievement management system by Darren Hardy. I'll also put a link to below. I've used this every year. I didn't use this in 2019, but I've used it for every year before then, and I plan on using it in 2020. So that's it for me, guys. 2020 is going to be amazing. My wish for you is that you get involved in blockchain technology, because I believe that blockchain is changing and will change the world. And those who get involved early, in my personal opinion, will greatly impact the future. And if that's you, then let's go change the world, baby.